Hello everyone. I don't know how to start videos. Actually recording this is quite different from what I expected. My name is Beacon Fire. At least that is the name I'm using currently for my channel. Uh, and let me tell you, the purpose of this channel as of now and the recordings I'm doing are two purposes. One, it is to document my art journey. I'm currently 23. I've been drawing for most of my life, however, I've not been doing it as seriously as I wished. Therefore, my art skills are not on par of what I would rather them be. So, as you can see, I'm doing a bit of an anatomy study right now. You might hear a dog barking. This is my dog Oscar. He's a naughty dog. Let's be honest. I am not the best dog owner, pet owner. Recently, a few days ago, I have broken up with my girlfriend broke up with me. Throughout the last few days, my plans were to improve as a person. I started doing more sports. Quite unhealthy. Started eating better, though I think honestly that is just me eating less from the depression. And I've started to really improve my skills of art. I wish to be a professional artist one day. Hopefully a comic book artist. I do drawing and storytelling are my passion, though I have not put as much effort into the storytelling part as the drawing. Unfortunately, it's all been in my head. Should have probably kept going with it. When it comes to the rest of it, though, on why I've started recording, why I'm starting to really do it, the second reason, I recently I have seen my girlfriend. She streams. Not a very popular streamer, but she still finds success. She's a successful artist, a VTuber artist even. Today I've seen her latest stream, and in the beginning of it, probably unhealthy for me to do it, and it's definitely right because in the beginning of it, I've heard how much she sounds happier today than she was before, and I realized that there will be no coming back to what it used to be. I am going to be, well, I feel like I'm forever going to be alone. I've truly loved and cherished her. I don't think I'll ever, I doubt I can ever meet anyone that I like as much as her. Though that is a possibility. I sure hope it will be. But though in all honesty, I do still have my hopes of going back eventually. I've started this channel, though I had the at for a while. I've been inactive on Twitter, let's just say. I haven't really been drawing much. Yes, yeah, the reason we broke up, the reason she broke up with me is very obvious. Several though. I was quite lazy. I am probably still quite lazy. I can't, I don't want to do things, but I must. And I take a lot more responsibility than I want. However, it's not just that. I'm also a liar. A lot, not a serious lie. Would never cheat. I didn't cheat on my girlfriend or anything. However, I have told many small white lies that accumulated, let's just say, over time, and and I promised her I'd be honest. However, I was not. Many small lies to make myself look better in certain situations, to excuse behavior. I wish to be openly honest in this channel, as honest as I can be. I am quite a I consider myself a compulsive liar, though I haven't really tested. It's not really tested. I consider if I consider no, diagnosing yourself with mental mental diseases. It's not a mental disease. It's a what is it? It's more of a well, whatever. I'm not sure right now. I consider it to be quite cringe, honestly, and pathetic to diagnose yourself with stuff. So I'd rather not. Anyway, yeah, I do consider myself a liar though. Uh, I wish to be brutally honest, putting this out into the public. I don't know how interesting it will be. Don't know if it's it's probably unwatchable. I'm not really planning on doing editing, at least not on this one. I have Adobe Suite that I've gotten recently. I wanted to practice some graphical design, specifically in After Effects, like editing, small animations, that kind of stuff. Though right now I find it's not I did it for her so I can help her with some things, but that didn't turn out the best. Yeah, I came out quite lazy on that. I didn't really put a lot of time into studying that. Honestly, it's a bit confusing me. The one good quality that I have been told I have is that I'm a fast learner. I hope that is correct because I feel like I have learned nothing from our time together. We've been together for about a year, a bit more than a year and a few months. Yeah. So my plans, my plans are to improve as a person. 6 month journey. I wish to make something of myself. Hopefully the channel will go somewhere. That would be cool. But if it doesn't, but I do plan to at least get something stable in my life. I do like stability. I don't much like surprises. This is how it looks like from behind. So this is behind, like more to the side. This is to the side. This is behind. This is side. Yes. No, this is also behind. Let's look at the front. This is how it looks at the front. You don't really see all the free shoulder plates. So let's do one from the front. I'm currently studying anatomy a bit. I'm not the greatest at it. I've started uh, a new exercise. I don't remember the YouTuber. Let me check. In fact, I say a lot of ahs and ums. I accidentally started a video, although you can see it and I doubt you can hear it either. Yeah, I can't really check who the YouTuber is now. Never mind, don't need to. So anyway, yeah, I started a new exercise of doing 60 quick poses, pose drawings per day. My voice is very kind of thing. I need to work on that. It's a bit because I'm depressed. Let me speak a bit more normally. Okay, let me speak a bit more normally with gusto. I have actually worked in sales. I was a salesman for a bit. My first job, relatively recently. I'm 23, but I have my last job on 22. Yes, like I said, I was a very lazy person. Um, is it was a airplane duty-free cashier, and as part of that we had like cashier cash register products we could sell to get a bonus, and I was pretty good at that. had fun too in that job. It was nice. Yes. But then I had to quit because I had some trouble with my, well, everything. It was a pretty bad job on most regards, other than my enjoyability of it, which is probably should have stayed with it then at that point. But on most regards, it was pretty bad. The hours were pretty bad. It was random. I couldn't pick a certain shift. It could be in the middle of the night. It could be in the weekend. It could be in the holiday. It doesn't really matter. I didn't really have a choice on when I worked or not. Other than that, it was far. It's 2 hours, 2 hours drive, 2 hours drive total there and back. Like one there, one back, and you don't get paid for that. So there's just 2 hours of your day that you're losing. So that's kind of annoying. Wait. I want now to do a going up. This is the chest area, rib cage. This is it. If it goes up, it connects nicely to the abs. Although I didn't do ab study yet. This is my first day of the proper anatomy study, so his shoulder is the only thing I'm studying currently. Well, I'll do the rest of the arms and do probably tomorrow. It's actually midnight right now. I'm planning to sleep in about an hour. I don't think I'll record for an hour, but we'll see. Maybe once I finish my shoulder study and talk about my tragic life. Truly. In fact, arm goes like this. It's the wrong pencil. There. Using the pencil one, it's easier to sketch with. Like I do small, and then I do large like this. It reminds me of sketching on an actual notebook, which I have, which I might show one day. I probably will show by a day. I do quite enjoy some of my drawings there. What the hell was I talking about? My jobs. I was a cashier at a duty free in an airport. When it comes to, so yeah, and I did some sales there, and it was nice. How does that look again? It looks like this, but you can't really see it from this angle, so I think it's fine. I think it's fine how it looks like now. Okay. So I was a cashier. It did pretty good, but I had to leave. And the next job I got, like a week after, was a telephone salesman. A tele mm, teleseller? No, never mind. I called people I called people and I tried to sell them SIM cards. It's a pretty reputable company, a pretty known company. It's not like a small company, not really a scam. No, honestly, everything is a scam these days. Don't buy things from telephone salesmen, please. Unless you're already planning to buy it. Don't buy things on sale unless you're already planning to buy it. Otherwise, you're just losing money. Um, and that job, anyway, sucked. I didn't like it. It's not fun. Let's actually do some line art for this. I tried to study a bit of line art earlier while I watched a video, but I do plan to get better at line art. My line art isn't the best. So anyway, that job sucked. Everyone on the phone was a massive bastard. And they were not nice at all. I enjoyed actually the speaking to people and seeing their reaction and having fun. It's easier to sell to someone who you can see too. They're not as vicious. And I wasn't very good at it anyway. I barely sold anything, and to be fair, it was out of laziness too. A lot of my problems come from laziness. I'm gonna be honest. It is truly my deadliest sin. I like this. Do I? Yeah. Let's add some shadow to these. How does this line look? It looks nice. Let's try. Yeah, sure. It looks nice. I like it. I like it. All right, next. So yeah, it's a it was not fun. It was not a fun job. I was very lazy too, so I barely sold anything. I was definitely one of the worst of my generation, at least that got to the work. Not my age generation, but like my grouping, and the people that started work on the same time in that company. Definitely the worst. Uh, yeah, and I had to quit the job because okay, let's talk about the breakup thing too, I guess. Because I have lived with my girlfriend in a different city from my home city. I moved there first because I went to university. I went to art school, not I went to art school, not art school, film school. I'm not that interested in film. It's more for the art thing, which is probably which was a mistake. Still not 100% sure if it was a mistake or not. Because after about a year and a half of it, I quit. I quit it because I wanted more time and money for myself. Well, I want to use it on my girlfriend. I guess I did want to give everything to her. I did want to give everything to her. I almost still do. Uh, it was worth it for my time with her, I think. But anyway, I quit my film school and I've lived with her on her dime. She's a successful artist. She didn't, it's not a bad house, it was a rent. It was rented, but still, I was poor. To be frank, I couldn't, I couldn't help pay for it. It's the, it's my biggest shame, to be honest, that I've actually lived with her for so long without paying the rent. I've helped pay for other things. I've still made a living wage, like a basic living wage. I could afford groceries and stuff, though I couldn't afford the rent. And she didn't want, and once I could afford half the rent at least to do it with her, she didn't want me to because she didn't want to pay. First of all, if we told the landlord that we'll both be paying, he will probably increase the price of our rent. It's what she told me at least, though I'm not sure if it's true or not. And she didn't want me to just send her the money because then she would have to pay taxes for it. It would be quite a bit of money, after all. I don't like how this came out. Wait, let me fix it. We'll do it like this. Yes. So yeah, we she didn't want to pay the taxes for me sending her money. There's probably a tax to that. Everything has a tax these days. And other than that, so yeah, I just wasn't paying for a long time. I've lived with her for about half a year. I've lived with her. I've been paying for groceries and other stuff and for everything I could. I've been mostly paying for the other stuff, the groceries, and all the little niceties, though she's been paying bills. She didn't want me to pay bills. Honestly, I think her father was paying the like water bill and the electricity bill and that kind of stuff. She comes from a rich family. I don't like her mother. Her mother was probably one of the main reasons uh, we ended up separating. Her mother was very much didn't like me for understandable reasons. But I also think that she, my ex-girlfriend now, really wanted to live the lifestyle my mother had. She was divorced. She was firstly divorced, and she married again into a very high-earning men. So so she barely has to do anything. She still works, but just so she has money for, you know, shopping by herself without anyone telling her what to do. I think so, at least. That's what she works for. Maybe she actually likes working in her job. She's a kindergartner. I never understood. My mother is a kindergartner, but I don't like kids much, unfortunately. Hmm. But yeah, I guess she wanted to live life like her mother does. Very carefree overall. Her adoptive dad is a very responsible man, I would say. He's very reliable, is the word. Something I wish to be. Something I'm gonna work to be. Oh, that line was good. Wait, no, no, I erased it already. Something I wish to be reliable. Though that was apparently it's also apparently at a cost to his own time. He doesn't have any time he spends on himself, which is not something I want to do. I still have my hobbies. I like playing video games, of course, though I do let that distract me sometimes. I play League of Legends, but I hate doing it alone. I have not talked to any of my friends since for a long time, a lot before. I've spent all my time on my girlphone. I don't recommend doing that if you currently have a girlphone, or if you're planning to, if you will in the future. I don't recommend you to stop talking to your friends. And I don't recommend you to put your relationship with your loved one as like a given. It might go without you expecting. It might go without you expecting, yes. So I'd recommend you to at least have some friends who you can have social life with. I'm planning to talk to them tomorrow. Though I've planned to do that every day since we have separated. So I don't know how good that will go. Don't know if I'll actually do it tomorrow. I want to. I wish I could. I wish I would. Not wish I could because I can. I'm my worst enemy. Something she told me a while back from a league game. Yeah, I'm a bit of a coward too. Mm. So yeah, I don't really have a lot of friends to talk to right now. Well, I do have them. I just don't talk to them. I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna talk to them. I'll do a progress report tomorrow. I'm planning to upload every day. This is day one, of course. Uh, um, but mainly here in this channel, after this little diatribe, my two goals: to be honest. I want to say things as I believe they are, at least, without lying to make myself look better. I wish to stop doing that completely. I it only it only hurts people, and to be honest, I feel hurt the most by it. I do not have never cared much for how others feel or how I make them feel. I really only cared as long as it affected me. Like if someone was angry, if I made someone sad or angry, I only ever cared in the point of like, oh, will they stop talking to me now? Will they ignore me for a bit? Will they not want to talk to me for now? Are they gonna be mad at me? Will my relationship with them be damaged because of that? Will I not be able to enjoy what I had before? My girlfriend was, whenever my girlfriend was angry, I always try to like make her feel better, but not in a way that's actually, not in a way that is meant to make her actually feel good, I guess. I don't know if it did, it might have actually. But also in a way that makes her not angry anymore. Not really feel good, but not angry. So she would stop being angry at me, and I could go back to lovey-dovey couple. We were quite lovey-dovey for a while until a few days before we broke up. She says she still loves me. But well, she said it at least when we broke up, but I don't know anymore. I don't know if I'm a person that if you can really love me. Honestly, I'm not. I don't really have anything good going here. I'm not very reliable. I am. I wish to be. I plan to be. Fuck it. Sorry for the cursing, YouTube, if it matters much. I'm going to be reliable. Reliable? Yes, reliable is what I was looking for. Reliable is what I want to be. I wish to be good at art, which is what the main purpose of the channel. I'll say it now. It's art. I wish to be pro artist, storyteller, make comics. I have some long comics idea. I quite like, well, more manga style, you know. I'm a big fan of One Piece. I have a story in my head that is very much, I would say, called a mix of One Piece and JoJo's when it comes to like style of combat and stuff. This one can stay thick. It is a separating line. Oh, I like how this looks with a bit erasure. Yeah. No, no, no. This one's fine. It's a bit inside. No, sorry for that. Wait. Let's thicken this one up a bit. Goes above. This one is thin because it goes low. This is above. This is thin. They go together. Okay, I'm starting to understand my shapes. This is good. Still want to thin this out. Line weights. I've been doing so much thick lines that I forgot I can do some thin lines too. Let's completely thin this out. No, wait, not at this point. At this point. See, at this point it starts. Well, let's do it in purple. At this point it starts going up, you know. It's like this one, this one. It starts going up. So if it was three-dimensional, it would be like this, and then whoop, would be like a bump here. Yes. So I want to keep this one a bit more thick. This one we can do a bit more thin because it's more level in this place. At least I think. At least I hope so. I am not wrong about this. This one we can keep relatively thick because it's very much one's going one over each other. Still want to thin them out a bit. Makes it look better. I'm gonna paint them after. Anyway. This one's pretty good already. Wait, a bit more thin. There. I especially like this one and this one. Like this one. This one and this one. Yeah, no, let's thin this out a bit. It still looks unnatural. Good. What in God's name was I saying? Yeah, art. I wish to be a comic artist. I thought maybe doing some animatics. I do like Hamilton. That was just the only musical I've watched. What can I do? Quite lazy with even watching entertainment. I like manga. I like One Piece. I like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 7 in particular. I do consider it a masterpiece. Masterpiece? No, it's not a masterpiece. Let's be honest here. Nothing in JoJo's is a masterpiece, unfortunately. But I do consider it the best one. Definitely very good. I quite like what other things I like. Recently, I've been thinking a lot about 20th Century Boys by the creator of Monster. I forget his name, but I do appreciate that author very much. I do consider him to be probably the most consistently good manga artist. He has released several manga series, which a lot of them are, I would consider masterpieces. I consider 20th Century Boy a masterpiece. Monster is a masterpiece. Pluto is a masterpiece. He's probably the best. I definitely consider him the best manga artist. Let's make this a bit thinner here. No, let's make this a bit thicker here on the edges. I still don't like how this. So it's just a bit too much, you know. Wait. Am I talking 1 HP voice again? So my voice is a bit raspy. Raspy? I think raspy is the right word. Raspy. I don't like rolling my R's. Now some people find it annoying. I am also quite weak in the confidence thing. Yes. Opa. Oh, a lot better. Good. Yes, quite weak on the confidence thing. So do not approach me IRL. Though you will not know who I am never. That's the one thing I don't want to say. Not for now, at least. Okay, let's do the coloring and probably finish for today. We'll do a different color for everything. For each one. I'm not listening to any music right now, I'm just singing for no reason. Wow, these you know when you remove the actual extent of the arm, this one, it kinda they're a bit too far from each other. I don't plan on changing that. My plan is to do the entire arm. I started quite late today, which is why I plan to do it all today, but I started quite late. I would like I said, laziness. I hopefully by getting a bit of a rhythm here, I'll record more. Next one it probably will be longer than this one. It's probably already long. Wait, how long are we going? I do not know. I'm not. I have no. Oh, there, 33 minutes. Damn, it's gonna be fucking terrible. No one's gonna watch this. Yes, if anyone watches this right now, like as it releases, like before day 2, you are. How did you get here? I would like to know if you could say. So anyway, 33 minutes. So anyway, yes, next one probably will be longer from the recording side, so I'll probably have to chop it a bit off in editing. I'll try to edit it a bit. I have a what's it called? Not After Effects, the other one. Premiere, Adobe Premiere. Yes. So I do plan to chop it up a bit. I plan to make it more consistent, which will make me a bit more reliable, less lazy. That's the idea. I need to get used to actually doing stuff without obligation. Like not just going to work, you know. There's things you need to do and things you should do. Things I should do, I want to improve more of the things I should do. Like improving in life and exercise and general stuff. And in half a year, and yeah, that's the goal. In half a year, I will look back on this time and hopefully it will be better. And hopefully, I've made something of myself. Oh yeah, I'm also doing commissions. I'll show you at the end of the video my other works. Though the art style has changed recently. I'll show you what I did yesterday. Not yesterday, 2 days ago. I need to draw every day, damn it. Okay, first of all, I wish to make it all black and white. So, here's the It is the way I do it. There's probably a better way. Just do a black screen. We'll clip it to our color. We'll clip it to our colors. And then I change set the blending mode to be color. And that makes everything black and white. Right. So what we do now is we add some shading. I'm gonna do this the same way I did before on some of my other on my recent work. I've been trying this new shading style. I've learned it from my girlfriend, uh, which is depressing. Not the shading style, the using the lasso tool for art, for shading and stuff. Lasso tool and oh, that's the wrong brush. Lasso tool and oh, looks good. Lasso tool and airbrush, very useful. She has told me to use that for a long while, but I haven't listened. I'm not a very good listener either. I don't really. Yeah, a good. Not a, it's not that I'm not a good listener. I do listen and I understand what they want, but I'm not very good at actually doing it. I probably should do more. Probably should. I definitely should have done more. Should have actually taken in what was told to me. Alright, good. I like this. Now do the next layer. See, this like this little extra inking that I did with the line art. Probably should not have done that because I'm gonna be adding some shading, some extra shading like this in this in the shading in the shading I'm doing right now. Didn't like how that came out. This one will keep like it is. This one I want to add a bit more. You know, okay. When we're in the lines where the shade, I remember seeing an art advice. The lines are where are the edge of the shadow. So which means if we have thicker lines, we should probably have some thicker shadows. Let's add some here. If you want art advice, but probably better go to a different. Probably better go to a channel that just gives art advice. To go to an art advice video. This is art. This is me studying art, not me giving advice. Don't take my advice. It's probably wrong. Like everything else I do, to be fair, to be honest. I have a song stuck in my head. One of the League of Legends Wild Rift's skin trailers has a song in it, but they didn't put it out as itself. So if I want to listen to the damn song, I have to watch the trailer, which should be considered a crime to make me watch a League of Legends video, regardless of what it's about. What is this going on? It's not really something to be anything about. It is this. No, this. No, you can't really see. I'm clipped. Okay, it's this. So, what what does this shape look like? It's a bit okay. Good. I like it. A bit more. Now we do some blending, small blending. It's not what blending isn't what she taught me. Something I saw a lot of other people do, so I'm just copying that. Wait, we'll do some here. I want some here. I want the blending when the material itself isn't very harsh. No, I think in this case it kind of works well. Here? No, no, I like it as it is. No, this picture can be here. Oppa, that's where it is. I want more shadow here. So let's fix these. Add a bit less than I added before. There, better. And I want to make it a bit softer. It's not a hard light. There, it's just some shadow. Good, good. Let's actually add a bit more to these because when you do shadows, the darkest spot, this is not the right brush, the darkest spot is right where the shadow meets the light. So yes, ooh, nicely done. Let's add some of that fuzzing back. Good, good, good. And highlights. We'll make it the same, just white. Where is the light coming from? From here. Bad arrow, I know. That's supposed to be an arrow if it, if it didn't look like it. When it comes, I'm probably pretty fine at the understanding of this. It's just that I need to practice more. What if the light also like brightest where it ends? It's a bit of a thing. It's not there. It makes it look like it's a strip. Okay. Ooh, good, good, good. Let's add some rim lighting here. Nice, nice. Bit. I want more here. Okay, you know what? I like it. Now it looks like in color. Alright, we need to change some of the colors of the blending a bit. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna pick our shoulder. We're gonna take our color and let's change the shading. Which shading do we want? Sorry, I don't want it to be the exact same color. Personally, let's do some blue. Oops, need to make it the same. We'll do some blue. Let's run through some blending modes. Probably gonna go on multiply. Why doesn't um, linear burn? It's the same as normal. Go, keep going. Add overlay. No, 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 no. That's the same color. Divide. No. Okay, first. Okay, we'll do multiply. We'll do multiply. The shadow is blue, so we'll do the light as yellow. Does it not change? Oh, I didn't change the color. Yellow. A bit whiter yellow. Let's see. Should have copy pasted. Okay. Not the best blue. Let's make it a bit darker. That's not darker. Let's make it a bit less saturated. Alright. This is black. This is blue. Where? I like it. I like it. The lights, let's make a bit more orange. Let's make it very bright orange. Okay. Good. 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 Where are this going for us? Should probably make this. Should probably make this area a bit darker. Let's take our blue. Pick a fucking proper brush size. Turn this off. Add a bit more. Oops. Alright. Looking good. You see this little bit I made here. I wish I like did it. I wish I didn't do it like that. Yeah, you see, it kind of looks weird. I wish I didn't do that. Can I just erase it a bit? Let's take a soft eraser. Proper brush size, please. We'll erase all of it. Don't worry, the other ones will hopefully be faster. I thought I would finish a bit sooner than this. Okay, now you know what, we'll keep it like that. It'll take a bit too much time right now. Time that I don't really have that much of it. What did I do here? Why does this sound like that? Okay. On the next one we'll do better. Alright, this one. We'll do light coming from the same angle. This one's a bit more up. We'll do some more here. First layer of light is where the light does not reach. So not from like, so we're not doing cast shadows or anything. So not like the shadows that, let's say if there was, let's put a new object. Let's say if there was a ball here and it would do like a shadow on this. Let's have a ball. We're not painting the shadow this does, like the shadow which the object puts on another object. We are doing the shadow only for that the object cannot conceive. Wait, let's do it again. Let's put our ball again. We're only doing the shadows that the object cannot see. So let's say the light comes from here. Terrible at arrows, I know. Terrible at directions too. Yes. The light comes from here. And we have our ball. Our ball, this area is the shadow. I don't remember what it's called. I probably already said the word of the shadow. I already forgot what it is. I'm bad. I have bad memory. This is the shadow. This is the brightest. This is the darkest area, right where the light meets. It gets a bit lighter here, and there's also a bit of a. Need to use more hotkeys. There's a bit of a light part here for the for reflection of the floor, which means some light. So it's bounce light called. Some light goes from the sun. It bounces on the floor here. We have a floor. It bounces off the floor. The light from the floor goes up. That's how light works. There is the cast shadow of the object, and there is a highlight here, like big, like this. You see that? That's the most. That's the natural color, which means how it looks like normally in the light, like the color it actually is. And this will be like a very bright highlight. So like we did here, we have our Darkest spot. Let's change color. So that terrible choice where they pick fucking purple on a purple thing. Okay, bright, perfect. We have the darkest spot here. I should have added some bounce light here. I forgot. Highlights and natural color. And you can see some. I should have added more, but this part should be a cast shadow. You see, this shadow specifically, it should be a cast shadow. It's not a form shadow. So anyway, let's continue. Okay. So yeah, we have a form light. Form light? I don't think it's form light either. My keyboard has decided to. Sometimes my shortkeys decided to randomly not work. I don't know why. And the light should be able to go into this place. So we do our black in our black layer, multiply there from the top because it's darkest in the top. Actually, let me go over with a smaller one. Does it make sense like this? Kinda, yeah, I like it. It reminds me, it kinda reminds me of the FNT style. FNF, FNT, FNF. Why did they say? Why did they call it FNT? I don't know what FNT is. Yeah, okay, I do know what. It's something called Friday Night Tights. I don't watch that. I just heard it's a podcast. Mm, what's the next shadow? What did I forget? The cast shadow. Should probably do this in different colors since one of the tutorials I've seen before said the cast shadow should be darker than the form shadow. So for now I'll just do it like that. We'll add more here. I don't mind if the colors a bit, like as you can see they here, there's a bit of a crisscrossing of them. Like you can see it looks like to be in different section. I don't mind that. It looks nice. It adds style. Let us add some thing is here is let's put on one of them some cast shadows because I don't like when there is a line and there is no extra and there is no shadow on it. It looks kind of unfinished, unprofessional. But I don't like how it looks here. Do I leave the line without? It does feel kind of complete, doesn't it? Well, that's what the thin line is for. I guess I would thin the line a bit more. It's just it's darker in there, so let's just make it a bit darker. Perfect. Yeah, it's a seam. It just so happens to be right perfectly where the light would make a seam instead, so we'll make it a seam. Alright, good. Next to the light. See, it's shorter. Why are you not working? Oh yeah, because it's locked. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Let's make a bit of I used to go always overboard with the extra light. With the how we call it? With the rim lighting. Yes, rim lighting is You know what? I should just fucking there. Now we have a layer for that. This is our tutorial layer. Rim lighting. Let's say we have a ball. It's dark black. Rim lighting is like lighting that you have from behind. It comes from lighting that you have from behind, and it appears right on the edge of the object. Like if we have a light shining through here, then it will appear on the edge of the object here. It's perfect when the light is coming from the behind. You put a bit also if it comes from the front. Though what I used to do because I was bad at fucking shading at my values, so I would put rim light all over and just make this a bit weaker here in the back, so I could actually differentiate my shapes from one another. Otherwise, you couldn't really tell what was going on. So yeah, hopefully I can fix that for myself. I missed some, I noticed, when I accidentally used the wrong color. You see, mistakes are useful, and I've made a lot of them. So I'm gonna be super genius. Sorry for the cursing. I do like to curse quite a bit, and this is also something I want to tone down. And let's move this out. Oppa. Looking fantastic. I like it. Cartoony, literal. Kind of style I like. A style I kind of like. Could be better. Could be better. Well, it could be better. Of course, everything could be better. That's something important. When you're learning stuff, you need to think that everything you could always improve. Ooh, there. There it is. Now I found what was missing. See, I was looking here and I realized I made it like, you see that? There is a whole shape here. A free part shape. And I made it here, but I didn't make it on the other ones. So black, black, boom. Switch it from the bottom. No, from the top. From the bottom. Because from the bottom is where you see it. I don't really want that to be that much shadow on the top. What do I not like here? It's the extra dark I wanted. Is it better? It's a bit too much. We'll keep it as this, I think. Yeah, sure, it works. Color. It's turning a bit too long, but honestly, I don't really mind right now. Color. We have an orange. Let's give it some pink color, pink shadow, pinker shadow. Ooh, accident. Well, that looks nice. What? What do we have here? Shadow. Wait, a bit less saturated, a bit stronger. Oh, pinker shadow. This versus black. I do like this. The shadow comes out weaker. So instead, we can keep the black and add a right. What we do, we'll keep the black. We'll add a color layer above. Why does it not want to add a color layer above? Alright, it's pink. So now it looks pink. We'll make it into a color layer. And now it has fuck all. Perfect. Just what I wanted. Alright, let's just do what we did before, just darker pink. Quite like the colors that it comes out. Yes, a darker pink. We have the saturated, more dark. I like it. Good. It's that or black. I don't like the black much. And for this, we will make it the opposite. Or make it green. It doesn't want to be green. What happened? What is this layer? It's a fake layer. Okay, we'll make this green. That's not green, and that's not quite. We'll make it lighter. I want to change the type of layer this is. Let's make it so we have a nice color, nice shine. Lighter color? No, that doesn't really do anything. Glow dodge, it's a bit much. Add, is it different than normal? It kinda is. It makes it whiter, we're only adding the value, not really the color. Add glow not, I don't want it to be too vibrant, you know? Hard light, no, vivid light. Kinda like hard light. What's the difference between this and normal? I want to see the color though. I put the green light. I should be able to see the green light. Let's put it on add. No, what do we put it on? Lighten? Lighten? Mm. Glow. Glow is a bit too vibrant for my liking. Wait, I need to go to the bathroom for a second. Let me pause. I can pause? I can pause. Okay, I'm new to to OBS too, as I said before. Wait, I'm back from the bathroom. It's been a minute for me, but not for you. Ain't that interesting? So anyway, what I think I'm gonna do, I like glow dodge because in, let's say, in normal, I don't really like how the light, the casting light is affecting. Let me show. Don't like how this little segment that blends doesn't blend the best. I don't really want to blend it manually. No, let me close the door a second. Let's see why people have a Stream Deck, which would be really easy to pause OBS without having to go into the thingy. And I can't really set I can't really set things. I can't really set shortcuts because I'm already using shortcuts for Clip Studio Paint, which is the program I'm using. If you're not familiar. Yes, I do quite like Glow Dodge, so I'm gonna keep that and just lower the opacity a bit. It made these very purple. What is going on? It's more towards yellow, but it's not yellow. What about this? It's more towards the green, but it's not green. Okay, wait, let's make it normal. Look at it now. Well, it's already what it is. I should have just made this stronger. My bad on this one. This one's fine. We'll add the what it was before. Glow and just a bit smaller. Should have just made this more yellow. I should have made the light stronger. Is what I should have done. Anyway, what I said, what I said in the bathroom to myself is that I am going to make a time lapse. Time lapse? I don't know how to make time lapses. I'm between making a time lapse of the rest or just pausing and unpausing once I finish them. the video, the recording. I like the texture we have here, you see? This texture. I didn't like it before, but now that I'm seeing it next to the flat one, I quite like it. So, you know what? I'm just gonna add a bit of that right where it gets a bit off. We'll add some of that black. No, what pink did we use earlier? This one? No, this one. And we'll blend it nice. Not using the blend, I'm using the blur tool. I don't like the blend tool, it makes it a bit too muddy, smudgy. Should make it nice. I want to add more here. And more here. Just to make it a bit, feel a bit more textured and detailed. A bit more messy, if you will. I wanted to add more shadows here. Nice. Alright, great. Next. Next on the agenda. As I said, I'm gonna keep. I'm not gonna edit this now. I'm gonna pause. Next time I'm gonna do a proper time skip. No, a time lapse. Let's see. If do I have this is I yeah, I wrote something. Not really so away. I wrote you are so far away because my girlfriend is so far away. It feels far away. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a bit depressed, but honestly, talking here to empty space, or hopefully to the millions of adoring fans I will have in the future. By the way, if you're seeing this right before those 6 months are over, thank you. This is very appreciated. And if you are here, and if I actually get big and you're seeing this right now, it's also very highly appreciated. Thank you for being with me in the future. I like to think about the future. I don't like doing the future, so I'm doing it right now. Fuck it, let's do it. First of all, we close this. What is this? I have no idea. I was depressed, so I drew this. I'm gonna save it. It might be worth going into a museum. We'll put it in. You can see my this window anyway, so I don't know what I'm. I'll just save it in my random stuff, my reference folder. Save. Yes. I don't know. I think it's museum quality. You know, modern art like. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is gonna pause, do the rest, and then I'll unpause. See you soon, everyone. Okay, we're back. Are we back? Is it recording? It is recording. Okay. Video is long. It's fucking an hour and 10 minutes. No one's gonna watch this. But that's okay. It's for me. So anyway, let me talk about our processes through them. As you can see, a lot of them look very differently from one another. Some look worse than others. And we will talk about that. So this is the two you've seen already. Let's go to our... Yes, let's go to our study one. What is this layer? Doesn't have anything. Well, it's an empty layer. This is the first one we've done. I consider it pretty much silver standard, not gold standard. Uh, Everything could always be better, especially when I do them. Yes, this is good. Good, we'll give this one an 8 out of 10 for what we want. This one came out a bit similar still, but not as good as the other one, I think. The extra details on this are a bit better. You already see me. 7.5 out of 10. That's what I would give those. Okay. Next we did this one, which is disgusting. 3 out of 10. Absolute. This is disgusting. The extra details are added here way too much. It's too blurry. Bad. This terrible mistake. I tried to, on here, I've tried to go a little more ham with the details. A bit more controlled with them, but they're still too much, I think, that I added on this. It kind of looks disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. It before I thought it was okay. Now I look at it, it looks disgusting. Still better than the other one. 4 out of 10. Still failure though. This is the next one we did. Very nice. Too blurry though. 6 out of 10. I like it. If I just did it less blurry, you know, see this. This one looks like a gem, you know? Even then, still should be less blurry. I see the thing now. See, the material should be more matte. I made it too glossy. Yeah, the material should be more matte. My bad. It kind of appears with the rest too. Sorry. So there, none of them are getting above a 7.5, unfortunately, probably. This one, this one I did next. Pretty, it's a downgrade. It's a 5. Not as bad as the others. Worse than this. Average quality. Average quality. Average quality for me, I guess. This one is as good as the previous. I'm giving it a 6. Actually, I do like it quite a bit more. If I blended this a bit more, maybe. Blended, just did a little less highlight. I like how I try to keep it more simple for this one. I overcomplicated this. I keep it more simple. You can see how there is separation here. I hope you can see it in OBS or in uh, YouTube when I upload it eventually. I know there's a bit of a bitrate loss. There is a bit of a quality loss. So anyway, I'm giving this one a 7. I like it. I like it quite a bit. More than this one. And the last one, I feel the same towards. Do I? Yes. If you remember, there was a ab here before I cut, but I'm not doing an ab. I'm not doing ab practice, I'm doing shoulder practice. So we remove the ab. For now, this is a 6 out of 10. It's not really that the shading is terrible, the lighting could be a bit better. It's just not that interesting of a shoulder, but it had to be done. Well, these are the gradings we have for everything so far. This was the first video. Next time we'll do some. Next time, hopefully it will be shorter. I'll probably do some more time lapses. And I won't talk as much about personal issues because I don't think I'll have anything new to talk about. I do plan to talk to my friends. Never mind. I probably will talk about something personal. It's a diary at this point. But you know what? I feel a lot better now, to be honest. Talking to this empty era. Even if there are no views, even if I'm gonna get nothing of it, I'm pretty happy that I'm doing it. And hopefully there will be 20, and there will be a lot of people interested eventually, of course. Probably not gonna be the same type of content. Probably gonna focus more on the art next time than on the personal stuff. But regardless, let's remove the bad thing because I don't consider all of them bad. I don't want it to be misconstrued. Yeah, all gone. Yes, very nice. We'll grade the next few. Tomorrow, I don't like making promises. Tomorrow we'll do whatever. And we'll do some figure drawings. I like figure drawings. They're fun to watch. I'll show you the ones I did today, tomorrow. It is 2 a.m. I am going to bed. Good night, everyone. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.